enjoyed every moment of working with Mike. As his committee chair, he also worked with us on some Hill Center grants that I was running for a few years. And he's been working with me on assessment and accreditation for a while as well. So I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him coming into my office and saying, I had an apostrophe. And if I had $1 for every time Mike said, I created a table, I'd be pretty wealthy. Anyway, let me read my card. Your passion for learning is exemplified by all that you do. We admire you for your dedication, never-ending curiosity, graciousness, and sense of humor. Your study is a needed contribution to the field and has implications for international student teaching internships and global education, as well as teacher education more broadly. It demonstrates the value of telling the story through the sound use of mixed methods and highlights your versatility with both quantitative and qualitative approaches. Congratulations on your success in your journey. Congratulations, Dr. Tart, learner, leader, scholar.
I have nothing prepared. I have a lot of folks I'd like to thank, though. I guess everyone in the Watson College of Education, every person that I've come in contact with has just been wonderful. I feel like everybody I've met has been a mentor to me. From the first time I stepped foot in here. And like Edie, this is my 3rd degree here. She may have 4, but this is my 3rd one from here, so I've been around for a while. I can remember when we were over at King Hall, when the education department was over in King, a long time ago when I started out. But a lot of folks I'd like to thank. Again, everybody here at Watson has just been wonderful. Every professor that I've ever had a class with or just been associated with has helped me in some way. They all have. So I'd like to thank everybody, all the professors in this building. Start off, I guess, Dr. Foster, who I started with in the doctoral journey. I guess was probably the first person I contacted when I was interested in the doctoral program. So I wanted to thank you for all your help and guidance. And I guess then I'll go to these folks up here. Dr. Parker, she probably didn't know she was going to get thanked, but I've learned so much from this lady. She let me be involved with a lot of research projects, getting involved with statistical analysis, creating a research handbook, just a lot of things that Dr. Parker got me involved with, even my first article being published, coming out maybe next month. So I owe her a considerable amount too. She's been wonderful. Dr. C, Dr. Catapano, good gosh, can't say enough about this lady. Spent a lot of time in Belize together, and it was because of Dr. Foster and Dr. Catapano that I was able to achieve some of the things that I was able to achieve. And I'll have to bring Dr. Emig in at this point also, because the first Dr. Emig, in June of 2010, Dr. Emig led a trip to London. And I did my first internship in London at the Barking Dagenham School District in East London. And boy, did I get bit by a bug. It was just a wonderful experience, and it really opened my eyes to how those international experiences, being exposed to other cultures, other people's viewpoints, other educational systems, how they can really positively impact educators. And that's when it first really hit me. So then I came back from that internship in June 2010, And I went to Dr. Foster, and I said, Dr. Foster, I've still got 2 more internships to do. Can I do all my internships in an international setting? She said, well, nobody's ever done that before, but you get to be the guinea pig. So I was able to go on another internship. The second was Belize with Dr. Catapano and Dr. Cabasco. And that was just an amazing experience also, working with the folks in Belize. And they were wanting to continue developing relationships with the educational system in Belize. And so I told Dr. Catapana, I said, Dr. C, I'd really like to be a part of that. And about a month later, I was on the plane back to Central America. And I spent quite a bit of time working one-on-one with the Ministry of Education and Youth there in Belize, with Dr. Carol Babb, who was the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, and also got to work with Rose Bradley, who was at that time, she's retired now, but she was Director of the Literacy Unit for the country of Belize. And so that was a phenomenal experience. And then the next thing you know, I'm doing my final internship in Belize. I was able to go back and do another internship. So it's just been a wonderful experience all the way around with all these folks. And I guess it sort of led me to where I am today. Certainly my dissertation topic, Dr. Emig, of course Dr. C had a lot to do with that, with helping with my international travels and so forth. And then sitting down with Dr. Emig one day, and I had basically written 3 chapters on a different topic. And Dr. Emig said, he looked at me and said, why are you doing this? He said, what are you really interested in? What are you really passionate about? And I told him, he said, well, why don't you write about that? So that's how my dissertation came to be, all the experiences that I've had, and he said, look, write what you're passionate about. And so I did, and it's something I am very passionate about. And, well, y'all knew you were going to get all this, didn't you? I didn't know I was going to say all this either. Okay, so this is going to lead me to Dr. Walser. And I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for not giving up on me. Good gosh, this lady has so much patience. It's incredible. And she knew when to push, when to let me stumble, and when to lead me. It was a very unique experience, and it made it truly an educational an experience, both learning experience, both personally and professionally, through her leadership and her guidance in the dissertation process. And again, wow, just tremendous patience, because I can be a real mule-headed tarp sometimes. She was just amazing. So I'd like to thank all these people. I'd like to thank two of my heroes are here tonight. My sister and my mom, who have both been through a lot, and I love you both to death, and thank you for being here. And last person I want to thank again is my dad, who did not live to see me finish my undergraduate degree. But he always told me, he said, son, he said, education is something nobody can ever take away from you. And it took me until I was 33 years old to understand that. And I decided I would go back and finish my undergraduate degree. And I did, and probably maybe 6 months after I started my undergraduate program, he passed away. But his words have carried me through. When the times got tough, I thought about my dad, I thought about his words and his memory, just a finer man I don't know has ever walked this earth than my dad. He was a farm boy from Johnston County. He became one of the most successful, well-loved men that I've ever known. Didn't know a stranger, and I just owe so much to him. And when times got tough, I would think about my dad, and that's what really carried me through. So thank you very much.